The story begins with a ship where some people are moving forward on their journey. On that ship, there is a little girl named Amy who is standing sadly. During this time, her dad, Gong, comes to her and surprises her with a small radio as a gift. This makes her feel a little happy. Just then, everyone happily starts watching fishes, one by one, that are rapidly swimming away. Those fishes are actually fleeing in fear of a huge monster. At the same time, that monster starts moving toward them, and a red signal begins flashing on the ship. Seeing this, the captain inside the ship becomes nervous. Everyone is still standing happily when suddenly the monster crashes into their ship. The ship flips to one side, and everyone starts drowning in the water. After this, the scene cuts and we see Gong lying unconscious on the seashore. A man comes and helps him up. As soon as Gong regains consciousness, he sees that everyone around him is unconscious, but he does not see his daughter anywhere. Seeing this, he starts screaming loudly. At that moment, he hears his daughter's voice coming from the radio, but suddenly the voice stops. Now Gong realizes that he is not alone in this place. There are many other people on the opposite side as well. They start signaling to each other. But suddenly, Gong sees his daughter at that place. Seeing her, he starts running toward her. Just then, his friend stops him and tells him that something is moving there. Everyone's eyes widen in fear because a giant monster snake is coming toward them. The monster starts throwing people into the air with its tail and swallows many of them alive. Seeing this, Gong rushes forward to save his daughter, but at the same moment, his friend grabs him. When Gong turns back, he sees the monster snake swallow his daughter right in front of his eyes and then disappear straight into the jungle. Gong screams in pain because his daughter was eaten in front of him and he could do nothing. Suddenly, he hears sounds again from the radio. Now he becomes sure that his daughter is still alive. He tries to go into the jungle, but some people stop him, warning him not to go inside. Meanwhile, one man agrees to go into the jungle with Gong. Soon, a few more people join them, and altogether, 6 people enter the jungle. People behind them keep shouting to come back, warning that they will die if they go inside, but they do not listen. Seeing this, one man tries to call the rescue team, but due to lack of signal, the call does not go through. Suddenly, everyone gets scared when they realize that one of their companions has gone missing. Then, a strange thing drags another man into the jungle. Everyone starts running, but one man stands frozen. At that moment, the monster pulls him into the jungle using its tongue. On the other side, the remaining group keeps running through the middle of the jungle searching for their missing companions. Meanwhile, the monster snake returns to its nest, throws out the people from its stomach, and goes back out hunting again. Behind them, the ship's captain regains consciousness. He looks for a way to escape, but there is no exit. Leaving the place is impossible because the nest of the monster snake is located right in the middle of the jungle. The captain wakes everyone up one by one. Suddenly, the captain sees Gong's daughter, who is still alive. Thankfully, she regains consciousness. But their bad luck is that there are many huge eggs of the monster snake lying there. The captain is about to touch one of the eggs when Gong's daughter stops him, warning that the eggs could burst at any moment, and baby snakes could come out. Hearing this, everyone becomes terrified because the eggs are close to hatching and the snakes could emerge anytime. Just then, an old man picks up a stone and breaks one of the eggs, thinking that if they destroy the eggs early, the snakes inside will die. But as soon as the egg breaks, a baby snake starts coming out. Everyone is shocked because now their lives are in danger. They quickly hide behind a large rock. The baby snake comes out of the egg and moves toward them, about to attack. Suddenly, it notices a paralyzed woman lying on the ground, screaming for help. The snake immediately goes toward her and eats her alive. Meanwhile, the group trapped in the jungle is still stuck there. They have neither found the monster snake nor their missing people. They sit down to rest for a while. At that moment, Iridani cuts a tree, and a strange black-colored liquid starts flowing out. Just then, one man lights a matchstick, and the burning match falls onto the black liquid, instantly causing a massive fire to erupt. Seeing this, Iridani immediately puts out the fire with a fire extinguisher. The fire is extinguished, but because of the smoke, Gong starts feeling dizzy. His head begins to spin, and he feels pain in his head. Just then, all his companions standing there start laughing at him, and suddenly he sees that same monster snake. At the same time, Gong's daughter appears in front of him and says, "Father, why didn't you save me from the monster snake?" And then that same monster snake comes and coils around her and is about to eat her, when suddenly Edeni throws water on Gong and he regains consciousness. But it was all a dream. In reality, a black-colored liquid is flowing out from between the trees, and as soon as it comes out, its deadly gas takes control of the people present there. When both of them turn back, they see that all the other people are completely trapped by the branches of the trees. Those trees were not ordinary trees, but dangerous creatures that trap and kill people in their branches. Somehow, Gong manages to bring everyone back to their senses and they start running away. But from behind, one of their friends is caught by those trees and killed right there. Out of fear, they immediately start running away from that place. Meanwhile, in the monster snake's nest, the ship's captain and the old man are fighting with each other because the old man blames the captain for everything. If the captain had taken the ship out of the water and brought it to the shore, they would not have reached this situation. Just then, a girl named Sushi stops them from fighting and says that if they keep fighting among themselves, the monster snake will hunt them and eat them alive. So they need to make a plan to get out of there. On the other side, Gong is trying to talk to his daughter on the radio, but in that deadly jungle, there is not even a trace of signal. After this, we see one of their companions who has come to a river to collect water. While filling water, he hears some strange sounds, and slowly a fog suddenly spreads through the jungle. Then a deadly monster fish attacks him. Seeing this, the ground slips from under his feet, and the fish attacks him again, its teeth huge and terrifying. He immediately throws it into the river, and suddenly from the fog, a large swarm of monster fish starts moving toward him. These fish could not only swim, but also fly. Seeing this, he immediately runs away. So all the companions start running away because the number of those monster fish keeps increasing. Somehow, they all hide behind some trees. Then Edeni realizes that all these fish are coming along with the fog. So he immediately runs to a place where there is no fog, which saves their lives. And all the dangerous fish fall to the ground. While everyone is sitting there, Edeni notices footprints of a very large animal on the ground. When he looks up, he sees a strange thing stuck to a tree. Everyone is shocked. One man is about to throw a stone at it, but the old man stops him when suddenly a strange tongue pulls him away. Everyone is watching when a huge creature falls down from above. From this, we learn that it is a monster frog that has already eaten many people with its tongue. Seeing this, all the companions are terrified because the size of that frog is enormous, and killing it seems impossible. So everyone immediately starts running away. But the monster frog catches one man with its tongue. The old man is about to go into its stomach when he tightly grabs a tree, but his hand starts slipping. So everyone comes and holds him. Meanwhile, one of their friends angrily stabs the monster frog's tongue with a knife, but liquid splashes out from its tongue onto his face, and his face starts burning. Edeni also runs toward them and throws a sharp weapon at the monster frog, which bursts its eye and it releases the old man. Taking advantage of this, everyone runs away, but the monster frog is still chasing them, and just as it shows its strength, flinging trees aside and charging toward them, a huge monster snake swallows it whole. Everyone is shocked as the monster snake tears the frog apart and eats it right there. Unfortunately, the monster snake also turns its attention toward the companions and starts chasing them. But the old man and the boy who were attacked by the frog are injured and running slowly. Ahead, both of them fall down. The monster snake is about to eat them when it gets stuck between many trees. To distract the snake, their friend throws a coconut at it, allowing the two of them to escape. But the snake angrily starts chasing that friend, and somehow he hides behind a tree and escapes again. On the other side, the four companions hide behind trees. Meanwhile, the snake follows them there as well and spots one of the companions. He folds his hands in front of the snake and begs it not to eat him. But before the monster snake can understand his words, it kills him right there and then starts chasing the others again. Seeing this, all of them immediately start running, and while running, they hide inside a small stream of water. Here, the snake is unable to see them properly, so it leaves, and once again their lives are saved. Meanwhile, at the monster snake's nest, the old man tries to get out, but his attempt fails. Suddenly, the ground starts shaking. Seeing this, everyone pretends to be dead and hides so that the monster snake does not harm them. The snake throws the same two men into its nest whom it had swallowed earlier. Then it notices that its baby is lying dead there. Seeing this, it becomes filled with rage and angrily goes back to chase those people again. So everyone tries to escape from there. But at the same time, the rest of the monster snake's eggs also start cracking, because very soon the remaining baby snakes are about to come out. Just then, one baby snake comes out. Seeing this, everyone runs away in fear. But Gong's daughter is unable to run and ends up very close to the baby snake. At that moment, Gong's daughter gently places her hand on the baby snake's head. The snake does nothing to her. In fact, that day on the ship, Gong's daughter had read in a book that if a newborn snake does not find its mother nearby, it considers the closest being as its mother. That is why the baby snake thinks she is its mother and does not harm her. Instead, it immediately captures a man nearby and kills him on the spot. Meanwhile, the old man somehow manages to come out as well, but he runs away without saving his companions. On the other hand, in the jungle, the remaining companions reach a place while searching for the missing people, where they see a strange house. They enter the house directly. Inside, they see several chemical bottles, and they realize that this place used to be an experimental lab many years ago. They also see pictures of many animals on which experiments were done, and because of this, all the animals here have turned into huge monsters. At the same time, they find a radio and immediately try to contact the rescue team, but the radio is very old and does not work properly. Just then, they hear footsteps coming from outside, so they immediately hide. After a moment, the same man arrives there who had escaped from the monster snake's nest earlier. Gong asks him about his daughter. "Where is my daughter?" But the man tells him that everyone has been killed and the monster snake has eaten them all. Hearing this, the ground slips from under Gong's feet and he rushes out to search for his daughter. But his friend Yardeni stops him. The next morning, Gong is sitting when he hears the sound of a helicopter on the radio. So they come out into the jungle and shout to stop it, but the helicopter fails to spot them and flies away. At the same time, Gong hears his daughter's voice on the radio. He tells everyone that all the people are still alive. But to hide his lie, the old man calls Gong crazy and says that everyone has already been eaten by the snake and is dead. But then they hear the voices again, which convinces them that the people are still alive. Everyone becomes happy, and seeing this, the old man runs away. On the other side, that man manages to signal the helicopter toward himself. The helicopter is coming closer when suddenly the monster snake swallows him. Seeing this, everyone is filled with anger. Meanwhile, Gong is searching for his daughter in the jungle and communicates with her again on the radio. Sushi tells him that they are trapped inside a cave and that the cave is very large. Gong asks if she can hear any sound. Sushi replies that she can hear the sound of water dripping. Somehow, Gong tries to locate his daughter. Inside the cave, many snakes start moving toward them and are about to attack when suddenly the baby snake starts fighting all the other snakes. In reality, that snake considers Gong's daughter its mother, so it protects her life. Gong is now very close, and hearing his voice, his daughter shouts loudly. Hearing her, Gong finds the exact place where his daughter is trapped. At the same time, the snakes start moving toward them again. So Gong throws down a tree root and slowly starts pulling them up. But just then the monster snake arrives, furious with rage. At that moment, Idini comes and strikes the monster snake in the eye with an axe, making it writhe in pain. The monster snake then chases Idini and is about to eat him when their companion arrives and stabs the monster snake in its other eye, blinding it completely. Now it cannot see either of them. Meanwhile, Gong is pulling them up when the ship's captain pushes them upward to save their lives. All the snakes immediately attack and kill the captain. At the same time, another companion comes and pulls both of them up, saving their lives. Gong becomes extremely happy upon seeing his daughter, but the monster snake regains consciousness again. Seeing this, everyone runs away. On the other side, that man is about to escape the jungle and save his life, but unfortunately he falls back into the same monster snake's nest from which he had escaped earlier. All the snakes surround him and kill him there. Meanwhile, all the companions manage to get out of the jungle, but Edeni tells everyone that they must split up, otherwise they will all be killed. So Gong runs in another direction. Edeni and his companion decide to fight the monster snake. Edeni runs and slices the monster snake from the middle, but the monster is so powerful that it barely affects it. The monster snake is about to eat Edeni when his companion arrives and saves him. Both of them run deep into the jungle to save their lives. They reach the same place where the poisonous liquid was flowing, but the monster snake realizes that this is a trap, so it turns back. Meanwhile, Gong tells his daughter to run far away because now he must help the others. Gong runs back into the jungle to help them, but at that moment, Edeni shouts loudly for him to run away. Gong turns back and sees that the monster snake is standing behind his daughter and swallows her whole. This ignites a fire of rage in Gong's heart, and he charges to kill the monster snake. He slashes the monster snake's body repeatedly, but the powerful monster knocks him down. The monster is about to eat Gong when Edeni appears holding fire, distracts the snake, and runs into the jungle. Edeni reaches the place filled with poisonous liquid. As soon as the monster snake comes near that liquid, Edeni takes advantage of the moment and throws fire at it. The monster snake burns there and turns to ashes. Edeni comes out of the jungle to save his life, but by then it is too late, and he dies there. Meanwhile, the companions open the monster snake's mouth and pull Gong's daughter out from inside. She is completely unconscious. Everyone believes that Gong's daughter is dead. Hearing this, Gong starts crying loudly. But suddenly his daughter regains consciousness, and the movie ends right there. If you like this video, then please like it and subscribe to our channel